Hi, I'm Reverend Jake Zabel, and welcome to Children's Bible Stories. Okay, children, today's children's Bible story is going to be the first video of the Noah's Ark story. Today we're going to be looking at God coming and telling Noah about the coming flood, and Noah faithfully building the ark. So, people had begun to multiply on the earth, and the sons of God saw the daughters of man, and they began to intermarry. Now, we don't know exactly what that means, but Martin Luther taught that this meant that the sons of God were the Christians, and the daughters of man referred to the descendants of Cain, the unbelievers. And so that meant that believers started to marry unbelievers, and they started to turn away from God. But God found one man who was still very faithful and believed in God, and that was Noah. And so God came and he spoke to Noah. And he told Noah that his spirit was not going to abide in man forever, that his days would be 120 years. Now, some people think this means that people would only live to the age of 120. But we know after the flood, many people continued to live even older than 120, even Abraham and Jacob and people like that. And so actually, when God was telling Noah that man had 120 years left, what he actually meant was that that's how long Noah had to build the ark before the flood came. That the building of the ark was going to take 120 years. And so, God told Noah that he had to build a big ark, a big boat, because God was going to send a flood that was going to destroy all the living things on the earth. And that on that boat, Noah had to take his family, and he had to take with him 2 of every kind of animal. Regarding some of the clean animals, like cows and sheep, Noah had to take either 7 or 7 pairs, depending on the manuscript and the translation of the Hebrew. So, Noah had to mostly take 2 of every kind of animal. Now, when we say kind, this is a biblical word meaning those animals that could breed with each other. So, God, when he created the animals, he created the animals to breed according to their own kind. And we know animals like sheep and goats can breed together. So there wouldn't have been 2 sheep and 2 goats on the ark. There would have been 2, geeps. And the same thing goes, there wouldn't be 2 Dalmatians and 2 Dachshunds and 2 Maremma dogs. No, there would have just been 2 dogs. Same thing goes with all the big cats. There wouldn't have been 2 lions and 2 tigers. There would have just been 2 big cats. And so that's the kind of animals that Noah had to go and collect to put on the ark with him. And so God left Noah to go and build the ark. Now, Noah, as we said, had 120 years to build the ark. But Noah didn't have any sons at that stage. He may not have even had a wife yet, because Noah's oldest son, Shem, was only 100 years old when the flood happened. And then we have the other sons, Japheth and Ham. Now, we don't know exactly how old those 2 were, but we do know that Shem was 100 when the flood happened. So he had to be born at least 20 years into Noah building the ark. So, after God had left Noah, Noah began to build the ark. He had to build this big wooden boat, and he would have started off by himself, but as he had his sons would have come and helped him build as well. And so, Noah and them worked really hard. And in that 120 years, they built a big boat. And the boat had 3 levels to it. And it was very big. Also covered the ark in bitumen, or tar. And that was to make it waterproof, so the water wouldn't get in. And so, Noah and them built the ark, and then they'd have to get all the animals to go on the ark. But we're going to discuss that in our next video. I've been your host, Reverend Jake Zabel. Goodbye, and God bless.